love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. Don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't
Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are back at the lab. It is another Wednesday night here for us, and you know what we're doing. Same thing we've been doing all season long, last 2 weeks. It's the ACL GTR Cup. We've got Porsches, we've got Dotsons, we've got Fords, we've got Beamers, and we've even got a Pantera out here, for goodness sakes. Two different types of Porsches, but here we are. We're at the Donington National Raceway. This is going to be a short course with not a lot of passing opportunities, so I am very interested in see this battle for attrition. We saw Bearded with the Gladiators livery last season. This really is the track to have that Gladiator armor on. This will be down and dirty. These cars will have a hard time staying on track. People are going to go for these side-to-sides where they really shouldn't. Through the S's they go, around the top of the hairpin to the British oak tree is what I call it, and down the back straight towards the chicane. It's gonna be madness. Before we get to the action, let's go ahead and check out the championship standings from the last race. Up in first place, we've got Jeremy Mercer with 93. Bearded not too far behind, tied for second with Jordan N. with 63. Second and third there. Oleg in fourth, our fearless leader with 56. Ben B trailing behind with 44. Quas in sixth. Donut Snail, the newcomer to the league, with 38 points in seventh. F1 doing F1 things, 33 points in eighth place. Nathan B in ninth. Dan Feeder in 10th. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly this time. I apologize if I'm not. I tried to remember. Postal going postal in 11th, 28 points. It's tied back here for the Ozman in 12th with the Huckster for 13th, 22 apiece. Lab Pong, new to the series as well, 19 points, 14th place. Devon Chewbacca, Jordan Gold, NCRC, Andrew Kong with 10, tied for Jay Bray, Riot 983 in 21st. Misha, Van Hammersley, Busey, Minmax, Rival, FFX, Ryan C, and Kilo, finishing out for the championship contenders this time out. Qualifying just getting underway, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Time's just getting going. Should just be outlaps for everybody by now. Still, track is still slow conditions, awfully foggy here in the British Isle. I'm not sure that's what that's called. I'm just going to call it that. That's fine with me. A little bit of fog, as you can see out in the horizon, not limiting visibility by much today. Track looks clear down low, but just that haze up above. Definitely keep the track conditions cool and prevent this track from gripping up as it should be, as it looks like that might be the Postman. A little sideways back there, it sure was. Ozzie Wilson back in the mix, 22nd place down low on the leaderboard. But he hasn't gotten a lap out yet, so you know he's still got heat beneath him. Lapong disconnecting from the server. Hopefully he'll be back for some more action. Name that didn't get seen earlier. Jeremy Mercer back in the mix. Or Jay Mercer. Make sure I call it as I see it. With a 1:15.36. 3 seconds faster than the field behind, as people still are getting settled into this one. Looking at Jordan N right now. Let's see if we can get an onboard of what they're going through. Here we go, on board with Jordan N, headed into the final chicane. This is called Roberts. Over the sausage he goes. Oh, hitting the rev limiter to see the red light blinking in front of him. Jordan N gets to the line. Pushing hard towards T1. This is Redgate out towards the pit exit there. Moving all the way over to the inside, drifting that rear end out, using all the track he can, banging up the rev limiter again on the entrance to Hollywood and Craner Curve. We go downhill, right, left section. Tentative on the throttle, keeping on track. Didn't get as far left as he should have. Towards the old hairpin, out to the edge of the track, keeps it planted. 4 wheels on. I'm not sure if that was a cut there as we enter Schwantz Curve and head towards McLean's. McLean's is awfully awkward. 2 apexes there. Oh, and brushes wide again towards Coppice. The old British oak tree, as I like to call it. Double apex, long corner here. Going all the way out to the grass again for Jordan and pushing towards Starkey Straight and Roberts we go. He's going to hit the sausages. No, a big lockup from Jordan N, and he's off into the gravel. Has to abandon this hot lap he was on, and it's going to interrupt the efforts of, I think, Ozzie Wilson behind. And that was Ozzie Wilson. I don't think he's going to be happy about having his lap interrupted right in front of him by Jordan N. And these two have seen each other on track before. So that blood runs deep. Ozzie Wilson looks to be having just a calm, cool, and collected car beneath him. Look at that wheel turning just so smoothly. A complete 180 from what we saw Jordan N doing just right in front of us. Looking at the Ozman now. He's got cars off at Coppice in front. Can't distract him now. He's pushing hard on the Starkey straight towards Roberts. Will he lock up like Jordan N? Pushing hard, downshifts. Bangs it down over the sausage. He's on the right-hand side of the car, so he knows exactly how much he can cut. Out towards the line. Oh, he improves with a 1:15.5. Ozzie Wilson is on fire. Ah, Ozzie Wilson lighting it up. I think he pushed too hard that last lap. He's going to need a cool down lap before he tries to go for another one. Let's see who else is potentially out here on a fast one. Quas, maybe. Getting to the line for Quas. Quas in third place, 15.5. Just pipped Ozzie Wilson for the 15.507. Holy Toledos are out there. Another 15 on the board from Postal this time, 15.647. These guys are keeping this race awfully tight tonight. Looks like that's Min-Max in the background getting to the line. Didn't go any faster. May have had a cut on the board to disqualify that attempt. 12 minutes left for qualifying by the time the words come out of my mouth. Plenty of time for these boys and girls to get more track time. Jordan N throwing up a 15.7, this time getting it done. It looks to be having some traffic there at the end of the lap, slowing him down from getting another run at it. There was Ozzie Wilson with the abandonment there at the end of T1. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle from the orange pork. Who is that? Is that the Pongster? I think it is. Pong going out there and doing Pong boy things. Hello, Miss F1. Thanks for joining us tonight again. Or is it Mrs. F1? I always get the two mixed up. I apologize. It's going to be ma'am from now on. Oh! The Pongster is stopping at the top of the hill at Coppice. Seems to be having a big ol' something or other going on. Oh! Off to the grass he goes. Tries to stay out of the way of the other participants of the race. Or the other participants of the qualifying, I should say. But he gets back going. Whatever issue he did find, he resolved. Ah, Misfit. Ah, I apologize. Golly. I'll get the name right one day. I'm sure F1's wife... Oh! Into the pits, Lab Pong goes. Maybe didn't resolve that issue, that Control-Alt-Delete there at Coppice, not solving the problem. Running over the pit crew, though. Oh my goodness. The stewards are going to have to issue some sort of sanctioning on that. I think... Yeah. I'm sorry you had to see that, folks. Graphic imaging. Graphic imaging. Oh, hold on. Hold on, folks. Oleg with a 1:18.1, but that's not what I'm oh my goodnessing about. Did anybody... I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. Look at this. We didn't even do the livery showcase yet, but oh my god. The Ukrainian Stallion is out. Sponsored by Sierra Nevada and this beautiful pit bull. Oh my goodness. What a cutie pie. What a cutie pie in the 514. Oh my goodness. What's there on the Piney the Elder on the back? That's the Lucky Strike logo there on the back for you folks. With the Piney the Elder logo. And St. George Spirits, excuse me. Sorry, no, oh. And the Adopt Don't Shop. Plastered on the booty. A message I think we can all get behind. Where are you? Lexus. Come here. And yes. Adopt Don't Shop as Oleg races to the line. Someone's on the outside. That might be Raj now. No, it's not. I wonder who that is he's battling with. That's Ben B he's battling with, racing to the line. Couldn't get the entrance he wanted for its T1. This is going to be the race of qualifying, it seems, folks. Get the TV camera on. See what these guys are up to. Maybe giving each other the pork on pork love. The team sponsorship is out, obviously. Giving each other the toe. The manufacturer's points is what I meant to say. Excuse me. Oh, and they're out here harassing the 98. Who that is. Oh, I might have been right. Nope, I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was. I get behind. That is the Rajnauth. Rajnauth. In the Dope Panic 98. Beamer. That's what that is. Looks like chasing down the Snail. Snail up into 8th place with a 1:15.8. Oh. Going over that sausage, most unlike a snail. Coming around, pushing to the line. 1:15.8 still remains his time. Going through the board right now. Bearded parking it into the pit lane with a 1:14.623. Mercer still out there trying to push hard. 14.9 for him. Trying to find that remaining 3/10 to get ahead of Bearded. Oh, Andrew looks to be running into traffic ahead or potentially getting a tow. Looks like Gold ahead. Andrew 1:15.3 warps to the pit. That'll be it for that effort. Gold 1:18.1 still stands but ends it at turn 1. Looks like Ozzie Wilson did one, but then pipped it off to the pits. 1:15.50. Nope, that's still the standing time. I apologize. Did Quas jump? I must have missed something. I did see a shift in the tower for just a second. Maybe Andrew had just exited the pits and that's what I had seen. Oleg getting to the line now in that beautiful Ukrainian Stallion going into 10th place. 1:16.275. That'll be good for Oleg, I'm sure, as they go off into T1 and park it for the night. Or park for qualifying, I should say. I'm cutting everybody off so early. We're not even through yet. Bearded left the pits. I don't know if he's out there just toting around or if actually pushing for one. 96% left on the, 96% track grip. Is still fast, folks. Rajnath wiggling at the wheel, trying to figure out what the car is doing beneath him. 1:18.1 for him will only be good enough for 18th place right now. Gonna have to find a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of the rhyme. He's got to get jiggy, Rajnath. It's ACL GTR time, baby. Oh. Min-Max putting on a show. A little wiggle there as he went towards the top of the hill at Coppice. That's Devon in the Converse-sponsored Autopolis car. Beautiful liveries out of everybody tonight, must say. Actually, all seasons long. And great thing to have and showcase from the drivers. A little bit of personality and flair. Looked like Nathan B was off there, the edge of turn 1. Jordan N into fourth place with a 15.324. Jumps ahead of Andrew and the Ozman. Feeder to the line, 15.937. I believe that's them in the red car, but I'm on board with Oleg as they approach the line. It seems Oleg got piffed into 11th place, but went a little bit faster, 16.0. Postal trying to leave the pits, seeing cars finishing up the lap. Holds off for just a hair to find a little bit of a gap. Here's the gap right next to Raj now. Bond getting to the line, 17.893 right now, 19th place. Awfully busy in the final couple of minutes. Everybody seeming to want to get out on track and push a little bit harder as we get into the 97% track grip range. Bearded fighting for track position against Devon, it looked like, there in the background. At the top of the hill at Coppice, pushing his way on the inside line, and around he went. Only looks like he's going to get 2 shots left in it, not like that. Warps to the pit after bustling Devon around. Devon to the line, we'll get one more crack at it. Potentially 2 at this chance, right? Yeah, I think Devon will get this one plus one more if he times it right. Let's let AutoCam take us through the final minute of qualifying. AutoCam, show us your wisdom. Where must we look? Oleg, it seems that we love the Adopt Don't Shop livery. Pushing through the chicane, doesn't touch it, just sausage, drifts through it nicely to the line. Oleg goes crisscross applesauce. Oh, 15.8. Goes back into 10th place. More people pushing to the line. That looks like Postal in the background on board with Ozzy. Must be going fast. AutoCam, show us the wisdom. He's to the line. 15.5 is what he's got right now. Can he go any better? No. Devon on the final couple of seconds of qualifying gets to the line into 15th place. 1:17.2 for them. Donut Snail only, must still be on a valid lap as the ticker just went over. Oh no, Raj now looks to be having a moment at the end of turn 1, but that won't interfere with anybody else's efforts, I don't think. Oh, Devon going onto the grass. I think that'll thwart their effort there. Snail Man, no. Looks like Bearded to the line, 14-6 taking pole. Quas in P2. Mercer in third, bumped back by the two ahead, but then bumping back Jordan N into fourth place. 15-3, only 4/10 there. That's going to be nothing when on a track like this. And Andrew in fifth place, Ben B in sixth, Ozzy Wilson in seventh, Postal in eighth, Feeder in ninth, Oleg in 10th, Snailman in 11th, Nathan B in 12th, Minmax in 13th, FFX in 14th, Devon in 15th, F1 taking 16th, Misha Riot, Rajnath, Gold, Pong, Van Hammersley, and RC. Rounding out of the 23 drivers tonight here at the lab. Holy Toledo, folks. This is going to be a humdinger and a barnstormer all wrapped up into one. Hello, Minmax. How are you doing? Oh, hello, Minmax. Are you there? Minmax looks to be away. We'll throw him back in. Let's see if we can. We're going to grab the snail. We're grabbing the snail. Hello, snail. Are you there?
Hello.
Of course the snail is there. How are you doing, Snail Man?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Living the dream, baby. How do you feel? You're not up at the front. Definitely solidly mid-pack here.
Yeah, it's a difficult course to throw this car around, and I wasn't able to get a completely clean qualifying lap in there. I think I maybe have a little bit more pace in there, but it's going to be really tough. It's not a track that has passing opportunities, very many. And compared to the Porsches, they're much later. They're going to be able to put their power down. It's going to be tricky.
I agree with you about that. Lack of passing opportunities is going to be so hard, but a battle for attrition. What do you think you're going to try to do to make these overtakes happen?
Don't
give away all the trade secrets.
Yeah. No, I honestly don't have too much of a game plan there. Just stay out of trouble and hope other people make mistakes.
Right on. Stay out of trouble and hope for the mistakes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello, Dan Feeder. I hope I said that right this time.
Hello. How's it going?
Living the dream, Dan. How about yourself?
Man, it's just good to be out here with everybody.
It sure is. I like the livery. Is this custom yourself?
No, but you can't deny it.
You can't not deny it at all. Classic Martini livery. You're doing. Oh goodness, where did everybody go? You're starting right ahead of the Snail Man. How do you feel about where you're starting?
I can't say I'm not nervous. You know, starting ninth, it's gonna be pretty hectic. First turn.
Fair enough. Thanks for being honest. I'll throw you in before the lights go on. Good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
I wish we had more time to talk to all the drivers, but I gotta take a look at some of these liveries before we get going. Bearded in first place, Quas in second in the two-door watches car, Mercer in third in the Datsun. We got Jordan N in the lone Ford at the front. And then we've got Andrew, Ben B, Ozzy Wilson, Postal going Postal in the Breadmobile. Let's take a look at what's going to happen into T1, folks. Ooh, let's go further back. Oh my goodness. Little breakaway there. Looks like post. Oh, who is that? Andrew on the inside. 3 wide into T1 up at the front. 4 wide almost. Holy Toledo. There's a big cork in the bottle. Quas going off. That's Jordan N, going off. Quas is ahead in the little Porsche Longtail right next to Mercer. Trying to go around the outside before turn 4. Has the move done before the old hairpin. Locks up. Goes sideways. Manages to hold on somehow. Holy Toledo, there's action everywhere. Ben B forced to go side by side with our third place our qualifier. That's Jordan N now. And back in 7th place, lost out on the start. Has to fight his way back up to the front. Sees Ben B up ahead in the Porsche. Can't make a move happen this early like we were warned about. That Porsche put the power down and is gone out of Coppice. Dan Feeder's up into 8th place, inheriting that position after a couple of front runners made some mistakes. Donut, Stale, and Feeder. Jordan N and Ben B inversing positions for just a moment. Still fighting that one out. A big old lockup from the Snail. Looks like Feeder slowed down more than he had anticipated and had to go a little bit harder than he thought. Locked up but maintained the position for just that moment. On board with Postal, looking at Devon ahead. Oh, Ryan and Misha looked to have had an accident, 21st and 22nd, tumbling down. Hammersley is really patient here. Through the double right-hander at McLean's. Ben B's been staring at Jordan N for quite some time now. It's that last lap, actually, as Jordan N got past. Donut Snail still looking at Feeder. Caught back up. This is the same thing that happened last time. A little bit more patient on the brakes. Prevents the lockup this time. Closes down the gap as they enter Hollywood. Oh, look at that back in the background. Who was that? Was that F1? My goodness. That purple Porsche in the background was going crazy. Ben B holding on tight to the coattails of Jordan N. And Devon is now caught up to the Snail and Feeder. Oleg looking on the outside of Devon right now. Doesn't have any overlap as Devon returns to the racing line. Didn't cross over all the way, but made sure he went for the defense. FFX battling it out with RC ahead in the lone Pantera, if I'm not mistaken. RC having a big mistake allowed FFX to catch back up that last lap. Snail still on Feeder. Oleg, oh my goodness, getting around Devon. You saw it right there. In the foreground as we snap back to Snail and Feeder. Oh, on the inside, makes a mistake. Hop, skip, and a jump. Oleg's got the best view of this humdinger. Hop, skip, and a jump out of feeder. Donut Snail was there to close down the gap. Didn't really pounce on the inside. He goes. Feeder had to back out of that turn-in point there. Snail still going for it. Oleg's watching the madness from behind. I take it all back. I think Snail just outbraked Feeder into turn one. It's not the same story, though, as he talked about the Porsche's power. But I think that Beamer being heavier, he was able to be on the brakes early and keep it planted. Now the Pork is under attack from Oleg. Feeder showing a kink in his armor. Oleg trying to go for the same move he pulled on Devon just a lap earlier. Oleg is thinking, I've done it once, I'll do it again, gosh darn it. Watching Feeder sweat a little bit, goes to the inside trying to defend it. Coppice. This is going to compromise his exit towards the straight. Let's see what Oleg likes to do now. Stays behind, doesn't want to act on anything too soon. Close down the gap at the hairpin there. I think Snailman just outbroke outbroke Feeder. Oh, Devon and Postal in the background. Postal getting outbroke by Devon. Devon's through, it looked like. Oleg still on the attack. The Ukrainian Stallion won't stop tonight. Ooh, Oleg getting saucy there for just a second at the end of McLean's. Take a look at Postal real quick. Right behind Devon, who made a mistake over the sausage. Now it's going to be a battle down the straight. Held off last time. Postal's going to have to fight for it this time. If he wants to get it done, Devon holds on still. Postal. Oh, Devon had a big old wiggle at the end of turn one. And that's going to be fatal there. Oh, no. And it looks like Nathan B got collected in that, but no harm, no fouls. Able to keep on driving on. Nothing lost but a little bit of time, fortunately. Ozzie Wilson just plugging away, having a silent race to himself. 7th place right now. 4/10 back from Jordan and ahead. Like I said, Ozzie Wilson having a quiet race right now. No loss, no gain. Plugged away in 7th. Started there. Keeps on going there at the halfway mark. Just a couple of fatalities shaking up the order right now, but most of the drivers remaining clean right now and starting relatively close to where they started. Uh-oh, Oleg's closing out the gap on Fighter, or at least playing with it like a cat and a mouse. Keeping us all entertained, at least on the inside. Just kidding. at the inside of McLean. Saw an opportunity, went for it there. Still side by side, or at least presenting it there at Compass. A fighter has to go wide the long way to defend this position. Now Oleg's going to be able to defend the inside of the chicane potentially. They're nose to tail down the straight. Oleg goes to the outside, stays there, allows Fighter to hold on to the inside. Long way around. Oleg carried enough speed there. Outbroke Fighter. Position taken. 9th place for him right now. Fighter's going to want to snap back. Only a 10th separating these two on the inside of T1. There goes Fighter. Can he hold on to it, though? He sure is. On the curbing, left plenty of room for Oleg, but through Hollywood in the old hairpin, you can't really go side by side here. Little tap to Oleg from Fighter. Oleg is able to return back to the track. Fighter has an off, trying to let Postal through. Gave the position back to Oleg, nose to tail. Now we've got Oleg, Fighter, and Min-Max nose to tail. This is the race battle we signed up for, folks. And good sportsmanship out of Fighter there. Oh, Fighter fighting with Min-Max on the recovery. I don't think Min-Max knew what was going on. Says, hey, brother, positions are positions. I'll take what I can get. Can't say we got a good look at what happened there. Sorry to say, folks. Camera kind of distorted that perspective by quite a lot. But we do know that there was contact there, position given back. So there goes Fighter on the inside of Min-Max at T1. And he hold on. Yep, stove off Min-Max's initial turn in. When he presented himself alongside. Clean move. That's the way to get it done. Has it done before Hollywood. And the crane of curve. Now nose to tail towards Schwantz and McLean's. Place where you can go side by side. Min-Max tries to go around the outside and is able to hold on to it. Force Fighter on the narrow route. And Feeder, not Fighter, Feeder. Now behind the Marlboro man himself. Holy Toledo, position swaps. Not stopping here, despite what everybody said about not being able to do any overtakes. Lab Pong, though, trying to find his way around to Vaughn. Min-Max and Feeder, what? Something happened there. Oh, Pong on the inside of Vaughn, though. Let's find out what's going on back here with Misha. Holy Toledo, that's a side-by-side, I think, with Rajnauth. Nose to tail T1, little swapping back and forth, excuse me. Misha on the inside just picked it up out of Rajnauth, and that's a position done at Hollywood. Uh-oh, side-by-side. We saw Oleg die here just a couple laps ago. But it looks like Rajnauth may have backed out of that and allowed the Lucky Star Wallies to go through cleanly. And I gotta say, mostly quiet raise here out of Bearded. Leading the race right now. A second separating him and Mercer. Still in sight though, so Bearded's got to be sweating by a little bit more than none. Looks like Andrew's just quietly hunting down Quas up ahead in third. Ben B's been on the hunt for a while now, holding on to 5th place though. They are running into traffic, the leaders are. And the Pantera of RC moving out of the way. Wow, looks like a couple tenths separating Bearded and Mercer that last lap. So that gap is slinking the opposite direction. Donut Snail on the inside of Ozzy Wilson. Excuse me, on the outside of Ozman Wilson. Trying to defend. Pantera has to dive to get out of the way. As the blue flag, as the Fat Boy leads the pack into Hollywood. Battle rages on. Looks like Ben B still closing down the gap on Andrew. Half second now only. 2 laps remaining. If you want to get your move done, get it done now. The clock is ticking as Ozman's tires must be fading as the Snail looks to make an opportunistic move at the bottom of the hill after the old hairpin. Can he hold on to this side by side? No, has to drift out of it. Ozman holding on ahead. Like I said, 2 laps remaining. Ozzy Wilson pushing super hard right now to maintain this position. You can see the passion from the Snail as he touches those sausages. With no shame, allows him to get a good exit towards T1 on the outside of the Ozman. Delays the turn in with his presence. Ozman holds on into T1, but just barely with a wiggle at the exit, slowing him down by more than a little. Oh my goodness, we've got another battle up ahead. We've got Ben B battling with Andrew just up the road. This is a 3-way battle, menage a trois. Ben B gets bumped in the rump from Jordan N, and that's a fatal move. Jordan N has to keep on going to continue his battle with Andrew, but now in the mix of the battle with the Snail and Ozzy Wilson on the inside. Now, I'm not sure if that interruption caused this to happen, but now the Snail's on the inside of Ozman, has a bit of a wiggle after Coppice. It's a drag race towards Roberts. On the inside, the Snail goes deep on the brakes, holds on. Ozzy tries to go for a switchback. He has it done, but then the move is blocked off by the Snail at the end of the chicane. Nose to tail inversed from last lap. Ozzy Wilson trying to make anything happen into T1, holding on to the paint of that bumper ahead. Sending it through Hollywood and Craner now. Keeping it going through Starkey and Schwantz. through McLean's. This is really where you can lose a lot of time because this sets you up for Compass, and this is make or break for Ozzie Wilson to get 6th place from the snail. Compass looks clean. Oh, Ozzie Wilson has the ideal line though. I don't think Ozzie Wilson could do anything about it right now. Leader gets to the line. That was Bearded in P1. Mercer in 2. 3rd going to Quas. And 4th to Andrew Jordan. And in 5th, Ozzie Wilson taking 7th. Donut Snail battling it out for 6th place. Ben B in 8th. Postal for 9th. Oleg in 10th. Feeder in 11th. Minmax in 12th. Nathan B in 13th. Lab Pong in 14th. Devon. Oh, excuse me. Race is still going on. I shouldn't count them out too soon. Eager to get to the interviews now. Minmax to the line, taking 12th place, battling it out with Nathan B. We saw the Delta get awfully close there towards the end, 7/10 at the line. Lab Pong there in 14th by Devon's side. F1 taking 16th, and Misha in 17th, Riot in 18th. Rajnauth in 19, ahead of Gold, FFX, and the Hammersley and RC. Let's talk to the race winner right now. Bearded, we're talking to the race winner, of course. How are you?
Hi, my friend. What's up, buddy?
Not much. How are you doing?
Feeling great, man. Car track combos feeling good.
Yeah?
I am feeling good, man.
How did you... I mean, what was going on through your head? I know it was a pretty quiet race. You just stayed ahead of Mercer, but, I mean... Give me a 2-minute synopsis of what was going through your head, the range of emotions. Having Mercer chasing you down all race long couldn't have been easy.
Dude, I was putting down... I was putting down consistent 114s, and he was just sticking with me. And honestly, like, by lap 10, I was like, okay, I got to just focus up, because I was getting frustrated because I could not pull away from him early, and I was worried about the tire fall off at the end. But the car ended up driving fine. I was able to stay in the 114s the whole race, but man, he has pace. Jeremy is a great racer. Quaz had a great race too. It was fun. I'm glad that I was able to pull it off though.
Absolutely. And not only were you able to stay in the 14s, not only were you able to get into the 14s, you stayed in the 14s the entire race, I think. And I don't think Mercer was able to kind of get that consistency. I think he tiptoed in the 14s. But then he saw a couple laps where he would lose, half a second to you. So I think just consistency paying the price here.
Yeah, it definitely played in my favor there. If I was so worried about slipping up in a few spots and losing it to him, especially like going through the final chicane. Oh man, it's stressful. But good racing. Donington's an awesome, fun track. Fits the car well. I had a good launch, and I'd like to thank Back at the Lab for throwing this race down tonight and making it happen.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for the shout out, brother, and good luck to you, all right? Take care.
Thank you.
All right. No Mercer here to talk up to right now. What about Quas? Is he here? Quas is here. Let's talk to Quas. Quas, you're in the booth. How's it going?
Yo, what's up?
Not much. How are you doing? Pretty quiet race from you, kind of in the sandwich there of Mercer and Andrew, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty quiet. Never really got a big battle.
You sound so sad about that. Were you hoping for a big battle?
Yeah, I was hoping for something a little closer, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, I guess call me your genie, right? Because the snap of my fingers in race 2 is going to be a reverse grid, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to get the battle you wanted all along?
Yeah, this is what I was looking forward to.
All right. We'll enjoy the bloodbath. Thank you for joining me, Quas.
All right, thank you, man.
Good luck. And that was Quas joining us there. Looks like the grid is now set. We've got FFX leading the charge. Right behind, we've got John Gold in the purple. This is the Project Purple, a world without pancreatic cancer car. Make sure you take care of your loved ones and your loved ones take care of themselves and get themselves checked out regularly, but always willing to support a good cause and donate to Project Purple, obviously. Looking at Riot 983 in third place, Misha in the Wally's Jeans in fourth place, F1 in fifth, and Devon in sixth place right now. Taking a look at the leaders as they lead us into T1 right now. Oh my goodness, we're going to have the same old kerfunkel we had last time, folks. We've got 3 abreast, 4 abreast in the back, almost. Devon having a bump from, I think, Riot going a little bit wide there. Mostly clean, actually, through the mid-pack. Oh, this is where it starts. We have the Marlboro man getting a little flick of his tire over the curb. A lot of side-by-sides through Hollywood, though. And yeah, working out well through the old hairpin. Riot's off there, actually, at the old hairpin. Gets engulfed in the pack behind, and that's F1 in the striped UFO car. Having a moment and tumbling down the order. Riot still engulfed by Nathan B. and Min-Max trying to go ahead. A lot of the front runners not getting too far ahead just yet. Pong going off there at Compass next to FFX, and that'll thwart their efforts for maintaining their leads. Misha on the inside of the locking wheels of Gold. Misha held off from going from the opportunity that Gold presented when she saw the lockup, I would imagine. Min-Max getting ahead of Devon, possibly. Switch back for Devon. I don't think there's any overlap there. Keeps Min-Max ahead of Devon. Misha now ahead of the Gold. Min-Max now ahead of the Gold. Gold not doing very Gold-like things. Falling down into the bronze category for now. Oh, switch for the lead. Min-Max on the inside of Misha at McLean's, yes. And Misha's got to be upset about that. I don't know what's going on with my vocabulary tonight and my brain. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, Ben B's got one done on Oleg. Oh my goodness, Ben B. That's why he got one over on Oleg. Bit of a dive and a lunge, bunched up the entire field behind. There's quite a bit of madness. It's almost like the race just restarted. Ben B holds on to that place ahead of Oleg into third place. And Gold tumbled down into 17th. 18th for Gold now. That's Bearded. Wow, up into 7th place already with Mercer trailing behind. That battle's just kept on going from race 1 as Nathan B looks to be off. Or excuse me, that's Nathan and Andrew who went off there. Oh no, there's Nathan B off behind. Before Compass, Nathan B is off, rejoining there now at Compass. But that looks like NCRC Andrew is actually off at McLean's. Ben B now ahead of Misha. Oh! Big old drift out of Ben B. Almost cost him his life. Quas is just in this sandwich again, getting the battle that he was talking about getting. And he's getting it good. Ahead he's got Devon, he's got to get past, and then behind he's got Jordan N, who he's got to keep behind. And not delay too much. On the inside at Coppice. Holding on, plenty of room on the outside, but unfortunately is dragging Jordan N with him. And that's exactly what Quas needed to avoid. And Jordan N is going to outbrake. No, locks up the brakes. And has to abandon the effort. And Quas, Devon, and Postal gain the positions back on Jordan N there. Ben B has already closed down. The gap for P1 is now right behind Min-Max. Already ahead of Min-Max, excuse me. Before we even got to Schwantz, Holy Toledo, Ben B's making it around everybody tonight. Putting in work for sure. Let's take a look at Oleg trying to stare at Misha's derriere. Sorry, absolutely. What happened to Bearded and Mercer? You're absolutely right. They were up there. Oh, Postal and Ozzy, excuse me. Oh, big old drift from Postal. Whoa. Can he hold on? No words, no vocabulary. Tonight, I'm sorry. Holy smokes. I had to step away for just a moment. But yeah, what happened to Bearded and Mercer? Down into 15th and 16th place after they were up into like 7th place for a while. Oh, it must have been the Kerfunkel with Ben B. That's exactly what must have happened. They were behind Ben B when all that went down at Roberts. And I'm sure that'll be the excuse as they're side by side. Mercer and Bearded getting the battle they wanted from race 1. Mercer looking to the inside of Bearded is planted alongside. Can he outbrake? Is there alongside. Gives Mercer the bump in the rump. Has to slow down, and that looks to be Nathan B getting through. The two of those guys like Moses. All's good in love and war. These boys battling it out, but giving the positions back left and right. How you doing, Huckster? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Donut Snail. Oleg on Misha first, though. Almost on the inside. Is there on the inside of Coppice and pushes all the way to the outside. Now Misha's trying to go for a switchback, aren't you? Trying to go for something. Look at this three-way battle. You've got Donut Snail bobbing and weaving behind. Oh no, bump three-way turn around. Oh no, Oleg. got the absolute worst of that. We're going to call that the San Francisco bump, where you bump the guy in traffic ahead of you and they bump the guy ahead of them. That's what that was, and that's going to shake up the order yet again. Ben B still leads, Min-Max in second. Misha is now in third, planted there. Quas in fourth with Andrew in fifth. Ozzy into sixth place. Donut Sale tumbled down into ninth after that contact. Oh, Donut Sale still wiggling at it. Misha now into fifth, got engulfed by the piranhas surrounding them. Oh, Misha's holding on at the chicane. And she's keeping Lab Pong behind for now. Oh, Ozzy Wilson shaking and baking the leaderboard now. Fifth place isn't good enough. Wants to get past Andrew and away from the battling brothers behind. All right. Ozzy Wilson looking at Andrew. What a heck of a recovery. After Ozzy Wilson didn't show up for last round due to internet issues, came back and has just absolutely dominated. Snail having a bit of a wiggle, loses out some time to Pong, but now Oleg on Devon has to back out of it towards Roberts in the braking zone. A little bit of probably PTSD from Oleg after getting bumped out of nowhere at the chicane. Trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. Bearded's now behind in 14th place, watching Oleg closely. Mercer's still here, taking a look at what people are doing in front of him. Just minding their own business, having a good old time. Oh my goodness, look at this three-way battle. Pong No went off track and then just lost a little bit of traction. And that sent a tank slapper of a ride into the Snail and Mercer. Little tandem side by side, San Francisco bump. Oh, looks like Devon's off at Coppice. Had something go wrong. Postal's trying to get this one done now at T1. Oleg's trying to sneak through as well, but so is, I think that's Mercer behind. Oh no, Oleg gives Postal the bump into T1. All's good, everybody's able to collect it, but Postal lost position to Mercer now. Oh, Mercer on Pong, maybe. Pong is the cork in the bottle, holding everybody up behind. Mercer's back into 9th place. Bearded hasn't been so lucky, into 14th place. Mercer on Pong, turns in at the chicane. Mercer backs out. Goes for it at T1 potentially. Nope, got it done at the pit straight. And is well past. Almost a second. Holy Toledo. Oh, excuse me. No, that was the lap difference. Excuse me. 2:10 separating those two. Now Mercer's going right for Misha at Hollywood. Manages to stay ahead. Uh-oh, Pong having a big old wiggle there. That's going to allow Postal to go on the inside. At McLean's backs out of it. Now Postal loses out to Misha. Oh my goodness. Misha looked to the inside of the Pong, but had to back out. Postal took another look at it, but backed out as well. Battle of these 5 cars rages on through the night. 13 out of 16 laps. 3 more remaining. Oh, looks like another switch there. Might have been Jordan N getting past Postal. It sure was. Looks like everybody's all jumbled around. Jordan ends through on Postal and ahead of Oleg now. Another flick of the car from Jordan N. Nose to tail right now. These guys got 2 laps remaining. Guys and girls, I should say, got 2 laps remaining to get this battle over with. If you're just joining us, welcome to the ACL GTR series, hosted by Back at the Labs. Mercer on the inside. On the exit of Robert Chicane, went through towards T1. Can he outbrake on the long way around? Got it done. Jordan Nixon is done. Lab Pong rejoins the track and takes out Misha. Uh-oh, that's not good. Now the battle for 5 of those cars is now a battle for 3 of those cars. Oh, Min-Max and Andrew look to have inverted position for just a moment. Andrew staying ahead of Min-Max now. Actually, I'm not sure if that was a positive change for her. Let's find out. 16. I'm going to assume that was a change permanently. Andrew's through on Min-Max. Finally waited that one out. Looks like Mercer's through on Fighter. Jordan N and Oleg, though. Excuse me. Apologize if you hear that. Oh my goodness, Oleg side by side. Plenty of room for Jordan N on the outside, but didn't want to risk it for the biscuit, it seems. Now Postal's going to get into the mix of this 3-way battle. 2 laps remaining. Oh, Jordan N couldn't wait his turn. Trying to go for it at T1. I thought Jordan N would wait till the very last lap to get one done. That way Oleg doesn't have a chance to snap back. But just as I said that, I think Jordan N is trying to set this up now. That must be the technique. You got to set it up the lap ahead of the last lap, obviously. Get as close as you humanly possibly can. That way when the move is done, it just sticks. A little bit wide there at Compass. Maybe trying to go for a big old run, close down at the chicane. That lone Ford in the top 10. Jeremy Mercer is still trucking away with the fastest lap there. Oh no! Oleg Dortz throws it away at T1. Loses out 2 positions. Ozzie Wilson as well has an off. Loses out of position to Mercer. Manages to stay ahead of Feeder right now. It's all coming undone on the last lap, folks. I can't quite make this up. Ben B somehow going to the line has got first place in the bag. What a tremendous race from Ben. Gained 14 overall. And Quas, wow, battling it out for the 18 people apparently. Got the battle he was looking for race 2. Andrew going to the line now. 16 positions gained. 3rd place overall. Master of the overtakes these people. Min-Max staying ahead now. 7 only for the gain there. Mercer, Ozzy, Feeder, Jordan N, Postal, NB. Oleg taking 11th place. Pong in 12th. Donut Snail in 13th. Riot in the 983. Misha, Devon, and Gold. Let's talk to Misha real quick. Misha, what's going on?
Hi.
Hi, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
How are you? Hi.
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Misha?
I'm good.
How did the race go?
Well, I had a really good start, and then I made some mistakes, and traffic caught up to me, and then somebody did an unsafe re-entry, and I lost a bunch more spots, but I think I finished 15th.
Other than the unsafe re-entry, man, that was a crazy couple of minutes, right? I mean,
Yeah.
just absolute maddening. I mean, position swap here, position swap there. It was just everywhere, right? So I mean, trying to highlight the good and leave out the bad for you because that was so cool to watch. We were just on it the entire time. Is there any particular moment where you were like, "This is it. This is cool"?
Yeah, no, I noticed I was breathing really hard at some point, getting a lot of fresh air.
Big deep breaths through the belly. At least that's what my yoga instructor says.
Yeah.
Helps soothe the soul. Right on, Misha. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, it was a heck of a race. I'm sorry the results don't, and the points aren't going to prove it, but you did have a great race, and it was fun to watch you drive around tonight.
Thanks. I had an awesome time.
Right on. Glad to hear it. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. What about Ben B? Ben in the house. Ben, are you in the house?
I am. Hello.
How's it going, Ben B? You won race 2, but I think you've got a little bit of paint on your car.
We'll see. Oh man, I felt bad about that. I hit my normal braking zone as far as I can tell, and then it was just, and you can see the same thing next lap with Misha. There's just not much grip off the line. I didn't know. The first race was very much kind of time attack. It was very much like not a lot of battles until right at the end where I got taken out. But it was so I hadn't really had to brake there. You know what I mean? But and then I was very surprised that when the wood tires locked up immediately.
Gotcha. So we'll just say that there's an asterisk next to this P1 for now until the post-race review.
See, I'm hoping for a Sergio Perez situation, especially because my first win in BATL, and he's a nice guy. I'm a nice guy, so I'm hoping. I got an 8-second gap to Quas, so I'm hoping that if they want to hand me 5 seconds, that would be fine.
Sure.
I think that seems fair. So, well, hopefully, but I feel as though I don't think I could. I think it was close. You know what I mean? Like I totally took out John or whoever that was, but I think I don't think I gained a massive advantage by doing that. I think I took him out, which I feel terrible about. But I don't think it was like I would have made that corner. I would have gotten the brakes together. I think so. We'll see.
We will see. Well, thank you very much, Ben. We're going to go talk to one of the track stewards and see what their opinion is. No, I'm just kidding. We're just going to see how they race. But, well, good luck to you, Ben.
Yeah,
Take care.
So I was just pushing the whole time, trying to keep that gap up.
Right on. Have a good night, brother.
Thank you. You too.
Gotta talk to the track guru themselves. Andrew, how's it going?
How we doing? Everything's good.
Living the dream, as I like to say. How did your race go? Actually, you had two really good race results, didn't you?
Yeah, it's two I'm very happy results. I think I qualified 5 or 6 and then ended up P4 in the first race. Had a really good start and just kind of stayed ahead. And then reverse grid's always a little chaotic. There's definitely a lot of luck involved to make it through some of it, but worked my way back up to P3, having some pretty fun battles throughout it.
Absolutely, and Donington being the track where I didn't think a lot of overtakes were going to be possible, you were able to make it happen. Was it more so the luck, or was it just the opportunities that you were presented? How'd you make 16 happen?
Yeah, there's definitely some luck, right? Some wrecks that you were able to drive around. But there's a couple of really good corners. I don't know the corner numbers, but there's a couple of really good opportunities. But also
like McLean's, like the double right-hander, kind of towards
the right-hander that kind of goes up over the hill.
Oh, that's Coppice. Yeah, before the back straight.
That's a really good one if you can get them into braking. It's pretty slow, so it's fairly safe, and it kind of forces them out. But it's one of those things, especially with reverse grid, if you can just fill up the mirrors of the guy in front of you, and just wait for him to make a mistake. Mid-Max was putting on a really good defense, but I just kept on, and finally he just ran a little wide and scooted around him for P3.
Yeah, and you made that happen literally on the last lap, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was lap 15, so yeah, it was right at the end.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a definitive overtake or not, but I saw it flicker off to the side, so if you watch the replay back, don't dog me too much for that.
He came back at me pretty good too, actually. I thought he was going to get back alongside me, or he did get alongside me. He just couldn't quite make the switchback stick.
All right, on. Well, congratulations on 2 good races for the night. Anything else you wanted to talk about, or anything I missed about your race? Because, like I said, you kind of had a quiet race one, but we were able to catch some of your race too.
Yeah, no, I think I was happy with it, and quiet is good some nights.
Right on. Thank you so much for hanging out, Andrew, and congratulations on the points. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Talk to you later.
Right on, everybody. Thank you so much for coming up, showing up, and hanging out. Can't tell you how much it means to me that you guys want to just come and spend your time just kind of doing nothing. We're here back at the lab every Wednesday doing fun stuff. We do this. We have the ACL GTR Cup. Obviously, we are 3/4 of the way done. We've got one more track remaining. It's going to be Thomson Road, the Grand Prix circuit in Singapore. 1 week's time, same place for the official race, obviously. Going to be a practice server and a practice race that happens on Monday nights if you're so inclined to join, hang out, and take a look at what's going on. That's going on. Tomorrow, what we have going on for Thirsty Thursdays is going to be the Mad Formula Student. Where are we going? It looks like we're going to Ottawa Motorsports Park, and we're driving the MFT 01 Phoenix. I think that's the fan car, actually, of the Formula Student Mobile. So that's going to be quite spicy. Quite spicy indeed. Looking at the other calendars, we got Friday, the Automobilista. We've got the Ginetta G4 for Automobilista 2. So forgive me if I don't know too much about this, but they're racing the Ginetta G40 Cup at VIR North. More information to be found on the Discord, obviously. On Sunday, October 23rd, for the first time ever, we're going to be testing the WreckFest drop-in test event server. We're going to be doing a live testing, so if you're interested in WreckFest or if you have WreckFest and are willing to do a load test on the server that we will hopefully be doing in the future. This is an event created by Swoops. Thank you very much for doing that. We're doing that at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time on Sunday, so a slight deviation from the regular time. Thank you very much for hanging out, Mid-Live Manager. Thank you so much for coming up and hanging out. Have a great night, and make sure you tune in for the rest of things that are going on. And as I said, as we round out this calendar of events, we've got the ACL GTR Cup Race 4 at Thomson Road in Singapore. And then we've got more events coming up throughout the following week and the following week and the following week. The action really never stops here at the lab. As soon as we finish one series, we've already got the next one in the pipeline. But that's not to say that we're not taking suggestions or input from the community. Things can always get bumped around, moved side to side, back and forth, one way or another. But the long, short, skinny of it will be that, stand by, we've got new data. Got new data and new championship. Well, you know what? We're going to save that for later. We're going to save that one for later. My thought train was interrupted. Well, actually, no, we're going to do it right now. Why not? No, we're going to save it for later. We're going to save it for later. I want to build up the hype. Jerry, I want to say it, but I also want to build up the hype. We're going to build up the hype for next time. I apologize. Flip-flopping back and forth with my emotions. What was I going at with this? But the events never stop. Always one in the pipeline. Always one coming up next. Like I said about the community input, we can always move stuff, or the managers, I should say. It's not me. It's everybody else here at the track staff. It's, let me actually get the list up now that I think about this, because I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. We got Captain Slow, Skip. We got the server director, Oleg, league stewards, Andrew, F1 and Automobile Blazing 2 director, Huck Farrell, rally director, Rupert Landry, Thursdays bartender, Bearded, and Swoop. We got the brand director, Min-Max, and we've got Jay Styles as well. And those are the members of the track staff that actually make things happen here. It is a huge team effort, I must say. And those are the people that take your suggestions, your comments, read everything in the Discord, and put together beautiful community events like this. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, obviously come check us out at the lab. I think I've done enough rambling on for the night. I'm sorry about all that. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for hanging out. And as always, please, folks, stay safe. Good night.